There's a method to the madness, and the numbers don't always lie.
You know what? There's the one thing I notice, even in like there's a lot of trends that happen, and they can be very telling and almost a little bit predictive. Like seeing just a certain where characters are successful and all that. Like even like I remember when I first when Sola, who's actually playing right now, got on my radar. It was kind of when I started to see like hero in general starting to trend a little bit upwards, and then around there I started to see the heroes stay, and then here we have like Sola in bracket doing very well, like has placed well in DNAs, and you know here playing Wishes and kind of an early round, but in a stacked bracket, not really. But
so yeah, we've got Sola versus the man, the myth, the weeaboo, Justin Wishes. Looking, you know, Justin's always been a really good multi-character specialist. So seeing him translate from PT and Joker to like a little bit of Steve, and then Pyra Mythra, I think, as of recently, it's pretty refreshing because this dude thrives with any character. I feel like he puts his mind to. He's just a talented learner.
Listen, Wishes is just a very smart person.
Yeah,
like,
for real.
Like very good at like if there's something that is interest of to him, he's gonna get good at it. Like he's been very good historically.
Doesn't call himself the gaming warlord for no reason.
Dude, I mean, taught himself Japanese. Like he's
true.
Set your mind to stuff, you could do things, and I always really appreciate Wishes as someone that shows that.
His Japanese is really good too.
Yeah.
Like not to like really like gas him up. Like he is learned Japanese astoundingly quick. He was like, I want to learn Japanese. And he is a guy who really takes the time to learn whatever he is trying to learn, and it pays off in spades almost every time for him because he's got a one-track mind, and he's already looking fantastic so far for stock against Sola, who is a really gifted player in his own right.
Speaking of one-track minds, anytime I see Pyra at a high, opponent at a high percent on stage, you're pretty much going to see that down air, up air, always at least fished for you. So that is definitely what we got, and Sola definitely very capable of turning things around, especially with Hero. Oh my goodness. Almost very good read, just not quite the timing. But here we go. All charged up here. Pyra, very right percent. And one thing I see Sola do, has lost the hit though. A lot of times you'll see that psych up into up tilt. Take stock so reliably. Just has a good patience and wherewithal with it. But now in a little bit of a different situation, I have to find something a little bit more potent here, or really just anything straight to get rid of this first stock.
Yeah, we were discussing earlier, in line with what you said, we were discussing earlier styles of play from different heroes, and I think Sola is definitely the stat boosty type of hero, and he's also extremely methodical with his spell choices. Like he will pick spells that often buff hero, so that way he can get more mileage out of every single hit he milks out on somebody, and he also just picks spells that are right given the current situation. I feel like he's not someone who wants to leave, too much RNG at the helm of his gameplay.
I think that's a pretty good analysis of Sola as a player, because a lot of times you do see tons. As someone who's watched a lot of Sola in my time at this point, so many very calculated stat boosting stocks. More often than not, I feel like I see him take stocks with the stat boosted, and that isn't always easy to do, man. Hero's got a lot of control at the helm, so honing that in and being able to use it effectively, wow, really. We're talking about Sola here, but I mean, Wishes, definitely putting their mind to the Pyra Mythra. Yeah,
he times this correctly. That is such a good option to go for, but he did it a little too early.
That lasts so long.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Wishes being like what we were talking about. Wishes being a smart player. Like my man saw the situation in front of him and was like, "What is the best move that leaves me the least margin of error to get this punish here?" And he picked Pyra Neutral B, which is honestly the best choice I think he could have done for instead of like a fully charged smash attack, because that move is just a constant hitbox. It ends at a predetermined time, and if you just wait long enough, it'll be a guaranteed hit. Because it combos into itself too.
And it sends you flying. I mean,
yeah.
Pretty clear. Wishes hasn't really been playing this game too much, I guess, so just to get timing on something like that from Hero is really unique. But here we go. Sola starting to surge a little bit here. Has an opportunity too.
Yikes.
Oh my God.
I think it all started with that air dodge right here. It was a very series of unfortunate events right here. I don't know if Wishes had any jumps left at that point. And then he decided to switch after the air dodge, after he got knocked back out, which doesn't really give him a lot of time to act out of it, because you can switch at certain times to avoid sketchy situations. But Hero Fireball is freaking huge, dude. That move was insanely big, and It's very active too once it hits you. So.
Yeah, I mean, there's really good situational awareness on how to capitalize on that, because as Millie Rock in chat points out, there was no jump there on Wish's end, so that full sequence we got to see from Sola just really heads up overall.
All right, so we're seeing. Yeah, I love this. This is what I'm waiting for. The Wish's Joker. You know, if you can't, if one DLC character won't work, swap into another. Definitely will. And this man reached top 21 in the world using a combination of Joker and PT, but most notably, his biggest outing was I think his CEO run with Joker. I think he placed 9th or something. He's done a lot of work with this character, so do not sleep. This old dog still has all the tricks in this book.
Yeah, and I don't know. I don't think you really lose that, because I do think that a lot of Wishes, a lot of the benefit, what's the word I'm looking for? A big boon to Wishes is appeal as a player is that he's just smart. So that doesn't really go away. So whether your inputs be on or you be practiced or up to date on all the latest characters, you just are intellectually gonna pick the right options instinctually, which is enough to kind of carry in some case, but in a bit of a pickle now, down 1 stock against Sola.
We're talking about it smart play, but I feel like Sola has been so methodical this entire set. You know, he's known when to respect Wishes by just holding shield and really doing stuff, and he's picking the right spells at the right moments. In situations where Wishes is rendered pretty much helpless to do anything but a defensive option. That being said, though, a little bit of sketchy situation here, looking for this zoom, and he gets it at the bare last moment.
Safely landing on the center platform after being a couple frames away from death. Zoom coming in clutch just in time, and Wish is still, in a good place with Arsene on the field to take this first stock, but gonna have to find it one way or another. And yeah,
that Zoom is crazy too, because you not only have to navigate through your spell list, but you have to scroll manually down to Zoom if it's not your top decked option and then select it. So you do have a lot of time, especially on a map like Battlefield with a very deep bottom blast zone, but it still takes a little bit of time, a little bit of luck to get that out there. And yeah, I like that. A little bit of a taunt. Morgana making an appearance. And Monkey Ball now, apparently.
Yeah, I know that's like a...
How does a Monkey Ball?
You either love that or you hate that. But Morgana fans though rejoice. So, alright, there's very good potential here for Wishes to turn things around for himself. It does have Arsene halfway builds. Kind of sitting high up on the Rage-O-meter, and Sola looking for any kind of hit at this point. But, you know, again, I will remind everybody that those hero crits are 1 in 8, so take some moment.
Out there. And Sola also just not, relying too heavily on spells. He's relying a lot on shield and moving until he's at a safe enough range to utilize spells properly. In the meantime, he's using heroes just instantaneous spells like his side B or his neutral B to really just keep that space between him and Wishes very bright. And Arsene's up now, though, and there's quite a bit of rage on Wishes, but it's not going to matter. Sola's going to find that up tilt really nicely.
I told you that psych up, I think that one was psyched up tilt is so clutch for Sola. I think it's just one of those reliable things where you're alright, I'll get this set up and all I need to do is make the right read, and he's patient enough to do it. Yeah, looking spicy here coming out from Wishes, and well executed the edge guard, not quite out of it yet though. Zoom gonna come in clutch once again, 3rd time in this game for Sola.
Oh yeah, we've seen a lot of patience from Wishes too on these edge guards as well. It's just that Sola has been blessed by some sort of lucky deity with these zooms every time, because zoom makes it almost impossible for your opponent to really for a hero to get hit, especially when on a map like Battlefield where you can go so deep. However, there's no mana left for a zoom here.
Oh my god.
Just has to get some sort of big edge guard right here.
Yeah, now
180s right now for Sola.
And this is
scary.
This is one of those cases, man. I mean, we saw down tilt take it on the first stock. I mean, just any stray hit with Arsene out is going to do it. But, I mean, we're seeing Sola camp out Arsene, which is a very good choice, really. And once again, getting bailed by Zoom. The MVP.
Only 7% cost? Yeah, getting the F smash. Sola just playing disadvantage so well right there. Just got Zoom every single time against Wishes. Didn't really give him any chances to get sniped off stage by a back air edge guard, which Joker excels at immensely.
I mean,
It's
there's-
just a really good defensive gameplay right there from Sola.
I'll say one thing, dude. I mean, there's honestly at this stage in the game. I mean, I know Wishes has been out of this particular game for a little while. Like, there's definitely no shame in losing to like a hero like that. Like, I think Wishes left at a time when losing to hero was just like frustrating because it felt like RNG. But like,
it's true.
this is a really calculated hero. Sola is good.
Sola's really good.
Has results and overall just apparently from what I saw in that set, very even very poised and
Yeah, he didn't freak
calm
out when he was
player.
in sketchy situations at all. Like, he really maximized his resource usage. He used his spells very, very well. Didn't really rely on upbeat unless he absolutely had to. Like,